Hello and welcome to episode 83 of our Midlands map. We are sat staring at the hawthorns. Lovely. Oh, that's amazing. That is perfect. We watch a Class 101 and a tram go by racing. Well, they're not really racing, are they? There was no checkered flag or anything at the end. It does look good, though. I do like it here. Now, the reason we're looking towards the hawthorns is my handmade bridge there is what's happening today. Yes. Before I started recording, about 3-4 hours ago, I had a bulldozer moment in Leicester. I wasn't happy with it. Absolutely wasn't. We're going to go and take a look in a minute. So I bulldozed the lot. Yep. Everything we did in the previous episode. Bulldoze, rebuilt. All to move it a few hundred meters to the east. But it was key to what's coming up today. I'm going to try something a little artistic and hopefully it turns out okay and not a disaster. But I couldn't get what I wanted to do done where it was. So thank you for all the comments in the previous episode. The trams are looking a bit old, I will say that. I love reading them, guys, and I will get round to replying to them. It's Friday at the moment, so after I record this, I'll get into the comments and reply to some more. We're not going to have a chance to do anything that's been mentioned, such as we've got to change the style bridge platform for certain trains. That might not come anyway for a little bit because there are some more services that need to go in, so bear that in mind. Not every service is on the map just yet. So we've still got more trains to put on. It'll be a bit of fun. We're currently sat in the safety of this fence down here. And all the trains are gone. So there we go. We're going to try something. There's the handmade bridge. It doesn't look too bad, does it? It's a little different. We're going to be trying something equally daring today. I made this off camera the last time. But this time we're going to attempt it together. And I've got ideas, and that's about as far as it goes. Here we go. There's West Brom's ground. Talking of which, we've got to make a decision on Leicester's ground as well. Right, let's head over here. We've got to go all the way to Leicester. And it's going to be a busy one today. There goes the planes taking off from Birmingham International. We're slowly making our way over to Leicester. I wasn't happy with the approach to the station in Leicester. That's key. That is Nuneaton. Oh, we're still heading this way. Goodness me. We've got a lot of room in here. This might be quite handy. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fields. However, this area, I have some plans to get some industries underway to help some of the bigger cities around here grow even further and get some more trucks and stuff on the roads. There we go. You'll notice something straight away. Is it the Foxes? Is that Leicester's nickname? It's been a while since I followed football. But anyhow, you'll notice we have a branch line going off there. I believe Freight do use that. So I put that in. That was one of the reasons. You can see before we actually head off that way and we would have ploughed straight through the ground. And the station was actually more like here. I have changed it a touch. We've moved it over. Which meant I got to rework the entry into Leicester. Which is going to be key because I want to do a few more feet under here. Because there are. We're not going to be able to get this one in. It'll be too much to get in. But here, maybe there, and here definitely we can get that going. Also, what we want to work on today, this bit. Not even close to how it looks when you come into Leicester. Possibly the right height and possibly going to work for us. That's what we're going to try today. Also, the entry to Leicester Station is underground. What we're going to do, I know, I've come up with all these ideas and it's either going to work or it's going to be an absolute disaster. But my plan is, I've set up a plinth here. You'll see what we're going to do. No, actually, that's not needed. Let's bring up the UI. Nope, that's a tree. Good start. Alright, let's official episode. That's why it's there. I don't know whether we're going to get any smoothing done today. I'm still hoping... I'll show you the new yard layout. It's a little more accurate to what it should be. I'm hoping to still go up to Loughborough. But we're gonna get cracking today as we're gonna need to be... We need to be on the ball. See what I did there? I'm also going to leave a vote up. Are we keeping Leicester's ground in? Obviously, it's not a recreation of Leicester's ground. It's just the asset that comes with the asset expansion pack. But it's a bit big. We're going to struggle to get anything else in there. I do not mind keeping it in there. Obviously, we wouldn't get the rugby ground in as well. Is it the Tigers? Leicester Tigers and Leicester Foxes. That would be the football team. Not what they're called, Leicester City. But yes, it's a bit bigger than I expected. We don't have much room, you see. That's always the problem at 1/5 scale. So it's going to be a choice for you guys. Would you like to see that kept? Or should we ditch it and do some scenery around there and let them build houses instead? What I want to do today is the retaining wall here and here, so that we get the real feel for entry into Leicester. Hopefully and possibly, I want to also hide this entire entry, the underground entry, because it doesn't exist. I want to hide it under assets. Yes, I don't know how well that's going to go. So let's have a look at the new layout for the yard. I believe that is a little closer to the real thing. Everything's a bit scrunched up, obviously, but everything past about this point, somewhere around here, everything past this point and northward, that hasn't changed. Also, I want to thank Multiplier, I think it was, in the comments. He's travelled on this bit. According to him, and he showed a video of it, clip of it, the cross country, would it be cross? Yeah, cross country trains. They only go 10 mile an hour down here. So if we do that, we need to go into our tracks here, and there'll be these. Yes, I don't mind doing that. If that's what they do, that's what we'll do. There's only apparently one service a day that travels down this one. Very bizarre. These are correct. They are correct. It's one car trains that stop here. I don't know whether they're sprinters or pacers. Might not be either. There might be some other sort of train. But yes, anyway, I'm avoiding it, aren't I? What do you reckon, guys? Do you prefer this layout? Is it a little bit more representative of Leicester? For those that know the area, our train still runs up and down. I fixed that. But I would love this area to look a little more dark and dingy. Should we go for it? Shall I stop putting it off? Right, we'll keep the game running. Hopefully we won't have too many problems. How does this bridge work? There's a little bump there. That's fine, isn't it? So yeah, which side do we want to work on first? I'm sort of tempted to do this side. This one's going to be quite difficult. Or do we start with a difficult one and then go from there? Let's start with the difficult one. I'm going to do it. We're going to get our ballast. We're going to have no catenary, obviously. Also, I know, distracted again, but I had a thought about this line here. You know, I said I can't see that being freight avoidance. Well, once you lay this out a little more like it is, this is actually kind of quick, or quick enough to be an avoidance line. And it heads all the way up there, you see. Yes, so it could quite easily be freight. Interesting. I know, I'm avoiding it. I can hear you guys. Brand, get on with it. You've done nothing. Okay, so in order to get this working, there's kind of a retaining, well, there is a retaining wall with some arches on either side. This one has some foliage and trees and stuff up here. And then we have the retaining wall a little way from the track there. This one, straight up against this road. Now, we've got a more aggressive curve than the actual station has. So I don't know if we're going to do it. I don't know. It's gonna be tricky, but I really want to give it a go. I've been meaning to give this a go. Right, that's as far as we can go. Under there. Beautiful. Another thing, oh yeah, do you know, because we've got some bridges that go across here. I wouldn't mind being able to recreate those. I don't know whether it's possible. Yeah, they kind of go straight as well. It would be like something like that. Now, bear with me here. No, they go straight across the track as opposed to... Oh, how are we going to get that angle? It would have to be something like... This is a recipe for disaster, isn't it? It's just calling out to crash. They need to be spot on. There we go. That might do us. That might be straight enough. Right, we're putting it in. It's making me dizzy doing this and slightly nervous. Right, if we do it like that... They're disused bridges. I would imagine they had roads on them at one point. So we're going to put it in. At the moment, it looks silly. Hopefully, it doesn't continue to look silly. So what we're going to do is that. And then we should be able to take this bit out. Like so. Like that. There we go. That's what we'll use for a bridge. Now, in order to get this retaining wall correct, we need to make sure... Oh, that's okay. We can have a gap in the ballast that we're going to use for the... Oh, no, not up there. Yeah, we can have a gap in the ballast that we're going to use to build the arches along the roadway, because it's only going to be a little gap. And then we can just build over that and hide it. Right, and then we continue all the way up here. There we go. There we go. There's going to be lots of cheating and things to do that we can do to make this work. Okay, that's as far as we go in that side. You don't... I mean, if you're sitting at home right now, or wherever you are watching this, and you're not filled with confidence, you're not alone. Because I normally do... Here's the thing. I normally go away and do this off camera for a reason. Because the 3 hours I spent rebuilding this was a lot of cases of me doing it once, deleting the whole lot, and then doing it again. Which doesn't make for great entertainment. Now, can we continue round here? I would like to, although it's not overly important. Okay, we can't. Can we go? How far can we go? There. Alright, I'll take that. And how far can we go here? There. We can hide this. Things will be hidden, I promise. Yeah, we can't go under there. That's alright, we can hide all the gubbins here. This is going to be, hopefully, a lovely bridge by the time we're finished. I don't like that the bridge is on a bit of a wonk. It's got a little bow in it. However, I don't think it's entirely flat anyway. It doesn't look too bad. It might make the building difficult unless I show you how to do it freehand. Because we could quite possibly freehand that. Okay, so we've got this bit going. At the moment, it doesn't look promising. Now, we need to do something similar here as well. Oh, we can go under there. That's nice. Can we go under there? Well, we can go under up to that point. Oh, of course, because the leg's there. So we can go under there. I do like that. Yes. Do we want to go one more? That's the question. We kind of do and kind of don't. Now, if you zoom out, it's easier to snap to the road. So we could go something like that. Because we do need the greenery here. And then we need the retaining wall. So if we do it something like that, we might be able to get away with this. I don't like that. That's a bit lumpy. We're probably best not connecting to that at all. Maybe. Can we just sneak up there? There we go. That should be smoother. Now, if we zoom out again and go towards this side of the road. This isn't for building the retaining wall. We're actually going to build the retaining wall down here. This is for giving us a bit of flat ground to build some trees on. That's what this is for. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, yeah, we're probably going to struggle there. Or are we? Ooh, don't crash. I know, if this crashes, we're going to do some saving. That's for sure. Right, oh, well, there we go. Official episode is in. We're going to get to see our train keep coming in and out, which will be joined by more trains. Trains that are coming from Bedford as well. I'm a little bit concerned about this area. It does kind of branch away from the road there. However, technically this road vanishes up there, and this is the backs of buildings. So we're going to improvise some of it, not all of it. It's already looking a little more enclosed and a little more daunting. Okay, so this one we're actually getting rid of like that, because we're going to paint it with gravel / concrete. I would like to get like not foliage, like wasty ground, bits of plant and stuff. So if we can go up here, well, we can't go all the way, but we can go most of the way. Perhaps if we got rid of this last bit just here, and then have the bit that we're concerned about go up first, and then we'll just go as far as we can here, which is there, because we're going to be hiding most of it, or almost all of it anyway. That's the same thing you just said twice with different words but the same meaning. Can you tell I'm thinking? Yeah, a little too much. Right, there we go. It doesn't matter about dirt and stuff. This is just what's going on underneath. Okay, now what we can do, he says, hopefully, we can get rid of this and do something similar, but we're going to have it a little closer. And what we can do then is we can put the bits of grass and things along that side, like we're going to do that side for a little bit. There are bushes and things on this one that we're going to put in. There'll be something like that, you see, along here. Yeah, if we do it up to the first bridge, that should be ideal. Now, there's a few bushes up here, so we'll put those in. There's a few just there, maybe up to this point. That will make sense then. I like it so far. Is it looking a little more ominous? Yes, yes it is. Okay, shall we get some detailing done? Actually, no we won't. I am going to do the first save. Alright, we're all saved. We're not far off heading into 1960. Now what I'm hoping to do is the looks better bit. I'm going to use all the technical terms today. We're going to be using these, obviously, but I want to try and make these look a little unique rather than generic, like they always do when you're using them. That's fine. And we do want them quite. It'll be width, right? We do want them to go all the way back because they're quite dark and dingy. But the ones we want are the filled ones, and we're going to be using our Gothic. Right. We've got to push these back so they go under the ground. That's how we're going to deal with that. And so we're going to use track distance. That should be almost perfect. Let's get the height on. 10. 10 should... It might be a bit too much. We also want to do this. We're going to make them skinnier because we're on a curve. Now that's looking better straight away. Okay. So let's try this. You may be wondering... Grand that it doesn't go up to the top. No, it doesn't. Not yet, anyway. I just want to make sure we ain't got too many flashes and they look nice and not too expensive. So far, it's looking all right, isn't it? The reason they are short... Oh my word, we have a new plane, guys. We have a BR Class 02 in BR Green. We have a BR Class 02 in Velvet Rail. And we also have a Comet 4B, which just has to go. It's our first jet, right? That's our first non-propeller plane. Oh, that. I mean, at the top, I don't mind the flashing because we're going to cover that. Oh, I love it. Actually, it's turning out okay. We are improvising a little bit. I like it though. That is starting to look a lot more like Leicester. For anybody that's has gone through Leicester station, or this from the south anyway. Hope you'll agree that we're getting a little more Leicesterified. And yes, at the end we will definitely be taking a cab ride through here to see if all the hard work has paid off. That should do us. Oh, already. What do you reckon, guys? Already. It's looking promising. Yeah, I really do have a bit more optimism now. Right, we're going to use these to make a line. And this is where, hopefully, all starts to come together a bit better than what it has been doing. Right, on top, it shouldn't look too bad, but we're still not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to be doing a couple more things first. I hope. Right, let's get all these in. Again, it doesn't matter about the flashing on top, what I'm a little worried about. Flashing on the... No, it's looking fine. I think we're in for a treat, guys. I think it's going to look the business when it's done. And it's going to be New Street worthy of detailing, maybe. And so is... and Rugby. Rugby's looking good now. It started off iffy. The reason we're staying with these short ones, I know it's taking longer, but you get a smoother curve when you're going round, obviously, because you can piece them together. I mean, there, where it's almost straight, you could probably make them longer, but we'll go with this. Right, there we go. I think we're good. How does that look? Yeah, I like that. It's just given it a little bit. I mean, the shadows are terrible, but unless you look up like that, then they look amazing. So there we go. First stage done. The reason all of this is like this is because there's actually, it looks like a wall going along here, and it goes up a little bit towards the road, and then we've got the same wall going across the road, which may or may not prove to be a thing. Ooh, you're risking it, Grand. You just straight in there, didn't you? No, they see that's not a thing. We won't be able to do that. We'll be able to just literally go across, though. Ooh, do you know, we might be able to bring this out a little further. I mean, we're adding quite a bit to the road, but it might be worth it to get the dark and dingy tunnel in there. Put it in. I reckon we could do something with that, because even just simply just these, if we... Oh, no. Let's stick with... Oh, no. We can do it. For an example, if I take... What is it? We've got height on, haven't we? If I take the height off and I put them... Oh, they can be much wider. We don't have to worry about them being skinny. We do something like that. It might work for us as part of the bridge, and we can freehand the rest. How does... Oh, yeah. I kind of do like that, guys. Now, can we get, like, the feet coming down? That would be... Oh, do you know? It's sort of the thing, isn't it, that's happening there. There? Is that worth it? Is this worth it? I mean, we can't do it there. But we might be able to, if we go under... No, I think we're better off freehanding those bits, because you kind of need them at a strange angle compared to the track. Like, you need them flat there. But we can still go out, like, quite far. Maybe there. And we can use page up and just join them up there. And we can just put them in and then add them together. I eyeballed that. It might be off a bit. No, it's not too bad, is it? What do you reckon? Have we come out too far? Maybe. I don't know. That might be a nice touch, mightn't it? Since it's in. No, I don't like it. We need to be underneath. But anyway, yes, that's what we do. We kind of go up like that. And if we go back a bit this time, we're at the right angle already. There we go. That works. As long as... I've got to eyeball this again. Are you kidding me? You had it perfect. absolutely perfect, and then you're going to do this. Oh, I don't think I got it. Oh, look at you go. Now this one, we're not going to be able to get quite as good because the track's thinner. But if we can just represent it a little... Oh, okay, I hit page down, didn't I? And I bet it's all reset now. Brilliant. Oh, did I just get that right? I think it's one down. You can actually see by how great should be a grey bunch of bricks at the bottom. Right, if we go there, they don't have to go all the way or be at the same distance. We just need it to be represented somehow because it wasn't before. Not even close. Now, as long as there's enough room either side, we can probably go up to there. Not ideal, but it's going to work. And then we'll do this one here. Yeah, do you know, I don't like bringing this out like that. We're going to get rid of it. I know. It looked okay. But I would prefer the bridge to the feet to all kind of be at the beginning. They weren't, were they? They weren't. Because we couldn't. We don't have the room. However, we do have the room now. I've gone a bit too far, haven't I? One up. Yes, there we go. Now, let's get that one. Let's just check we're not going to... There goes the train. We'll be able to look in a bit to see whether all of this is even worth it. I think it might be. Are we happy with that? I think we are. We're going to bring this down a bit. It's not going to be quite so... It's that this grey concrete's going to get covered up. In fact, we could bring this one back, couldn't we, a touch? And then we've got less concern about it joining. And even have it... Right, let's look for the grey. That one. There we go. So, given that, we need to kind of look down. Hopefully... Which way is the track going? We do it there. Is that a little better? They don't have to be... Oh, they are almost spot on. I'll take it. This one's a bit further back, but I don't mind. There we go, guys. That was a lot of effort for some legs. But that's the nature of freehand for you. Okay, let's get back to this. What were we doing on this? I can't remember how short we had them. We need to send it back up. It's actually going to be higher than 10. But we can figure out how short they were, can't we? Was that the ones? I think it was a little shorter than that. I feel like it was O. Yes, it was. Right. Brilliant. But we're going to use, not that, these to make a wall in a bit. But we need to get rid of that shortly. This is all going. All this ballast up here is just to get the this bit flat close to the road, because we're going to use, I'm thinking boxwoods, but given what's going on, an actual fence looks good. No, we're going to go with boxwoods, because the reason I'm going to do that is because you've lost your train of thought. The reason I'm going to do it is because it's all foliage around here. So yes, that's why we're going to do that. There we go. We'll put that in. Interestingly, it goes over that. So now we can get rid of this, all of this. Now that we have that in. There we go. And we're gonna let that vanish into what we've just built. Please don't ruin it now, Grand. You've just done all of that. Alright, let's get that out. Keep it on medium. We're just gonna let that vanish down there, because we're gonna be building... Not building. We're gonna be putting some trees on there. Just need it to be... Just get the edge off. There we go. This bit we could probably bring back up. Maybe. If we can just get it a little smoother. There we go. That'll do. Right. And then this is how it's going to look. We're going to put some bushes along here so it doesn't look so perfect. What do you reckon, guys? Is this worth replacement of heading to... and then we've got trees here. I think this is a lot closer to the entrance to Leicester. We might need some bushes, actually, along here. Protruding out of the... Oh, you know, I think you've messed up by doing the trees first. Yeah, don't do the trees first. Tip of the day. because they kind of obscure where you can put, like their canopies obscure where you can put bushes. So I want to put the bushes right on the edge here and sort of hide that with a thick line of bushes so you can't see the trunks so clearly that they're not planted. There we go, that's better. Now we can put the trees in and they'll go in roughly the same place as they were before, even though we can't put the bushes in. I'm going to have to do the same here. But that, we'll try that again. Please don't delete. I'm just waiting for me to delete the retaining wall I just spent ages putting in. That'll be a disaster. Luckily I did save it though, didn't we? So not too bad. Right, there we go. Now we'll do the same. Get the bushes. This is a little bit more of a detailing episode that I wasn't planning. Well, at the point of recording the previous episode, I definitely didn't plan it, did I? Because I said we were going to Loughborough and doing the Great Central Railway, which we are going to do. And I'll tell you why this is going to be a thing, because I have some fun plans for the Great Central Railway. I think we're going to make it look kind of nice. We're going to put, we're going to put the big reservoir in that it goes over, and then there's some big quarries and stuff that we're going to dig holes in the ground. Anyway, yeah, so we've got all that coming up in future episodes. So hopefully you'll be looking forward to that. There we go. We've got that in. I don't know what's going on there. Not that it really matters, but could you not? There we go. Just gentle. I like it. Do we like it so far? Is that working for us? I think it's working for me. That looks beautiful. Oh, I'm excited now. I didn't want to record all this and just bin it because it would have been an awful experiment. As it turns out, I think we're in a good place. Right, we're not done, as I said. We need to go back to our tools down here. What we need to get is there we go, these, yes. Thick kind of works. They are about right. Are they going to be high enough though? That's the question. We do want them short. We do want them quite thick. We do want them a little higher though. Maybe 7. Obviously, they need to attach. Yes, that's better. Now, where can these actually go? It's there. There we go. We'll send these all along there. Like so. Are they too flash? They're not flashy at all. It's beautiful. Alright, so we're going to send these all along here. There it is. I think that sort of works. In fact, I like it a lot. It's got a lot of depth in it. That's probably the closest I've got to a really nice looking retaining wall. I'm impressed with myself. Alright then. What I would like to do immediately, because this side is, you know, I would say that's done. We still need to do that. I know it flashes at the top, but we're not really going to see that, are we, to care? I would like to go down into here and get paver, because it has the kind of gravel or concrete effect that I really would like. It's this one, the first one. We're going to go under there, and we're actually going to fill in. No, reset that. We might as well go from here to there, because we can colour in the rest, right? Just colour in the rest. We're going to go all the way along here with it. What should happen is when we fill it in with bushes later on, they should keep this bit. But I like that better. Ignore the bumpiness for the moment. Does that look okay? It looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, that's doing it. I love it. Now, because in the middle here, I think it's here. Yeah, in here is all green. But I'm right. If we go from here, fill that in, we should be able to get some texture difference and stuff. There we go. Lovely. And then we can re-flatten this back out. It's probably going to keep doing that, which is the unfortunate thing about doing things like this. as they build up there. But it might have been when I did the... it doesn't have to be perfect, but it might have been when I did this, going across. At the moment, that looks silly, but it won't. I promise. I think you're getting the idea now about how this is going to end up looking. This one's going to be a bit difficult. Do you like the way this wall is, it like conforms to the track here and doesn't look too terrible? Like if you look down here, it looks kind of beautiful. Alright guys, another quick save. Oh no, what's happened there? How? Did I... Oh, no, I don't know what happened there actually. So wait a minute. He built there and wrecked the entire joint. That's nice. Or did it... Oh, did I do what I think I did? Have I buried... Have I buried the trees? I don't know, let's see. No, I haven't buried the trees. I don't know what's going on there. We might have to keep detailing that up as they build over that way. But that's okay. Well, it's not, but, well, that's what we've got to deal with. But you get the idea anyway. Once all this is done... I mean, I guess the one thing I could have done is kept the ballast in there at the top, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that would work, really. I don't know how that would work. You can't, can you? Because you need the plants there. So, well, maybe. Can we do this? It can only go so far, can't it? Yeah, it can't. Or... I don't know. We'll just do it like that. Oh no! You plonker! See, that's what I was worried about. Oh, you see, you got click happy. It's because... How is that a thing? I'm trying to click the track and it goes to the... Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I say we kind of mess about with it. And then when it comes to actually finalizing for cab rides, or maybe once they've stopped building back, I think that'll be key, right? Once they stop building back, we can be done with it. It might have been when I put the... oh, that's a point. It might have been when I put the gravel down. We might get away with it, guys. We might. We're going to have to rebuild that. Well, it should just fit, shouldn't it? Famous last words. Right, we want this one. Yep. You're the wrong width. No, or are you? No, you might not be, actually. That might be the perfect width, but we need to get rid of that. You should just slot in. There we go. Yeah. No harm done. Do you know what I'd like to do? Play it again. Well, we're going to leave this then a bit bumpy, because maybe that's what's causing those to vanish. Well, let's do a little experiment. Incorrect. It's not that. There you go. Well, okay. That looks better. Do we have a train coming down? They're not very frequent. No, you're just leaving. There is one over there, miles away over there. All right, let's do some more work. This is going to have a slightly different retaining wall. It's going to be right next to the road. And it's going to be next to the track. But that is mainly just to hide all the cheesy gubbins that's going on. Oh, now, this gap. Will we be able to make that work? Yes. Just, wow. I couldn't have planned that any better, really. There we go. We'll just keep going like that. I don't know how we're going to deal with as we come away from this, away from the wall, but it's looking like we're just staying within reach, which is absolutely amazing. All right, well, that answers that. There is absolutely nothing we need to do. Absolutely nothing we need to do. Words. I'm excited, can you tell? Well, that looks cool anyway. You could put like, you could put feet down, couldn't you? And have some sort of cool thing going on like that. If you ever want to build something like that at the side of your tracks, then there you go. Do that. Anywho, shall we get the arches in and finish that bit off as well? I think we've got it. Guys, we've got it on both sides. It's looking the business. And that has been a successful attempt. Well, we haven't got to this bit yet. Let's see. When we get to this bit. Oh, it worked. Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me super happy. We haven't really done much of this together. I do normally go away and do things like sceneryify. And then I show you and I'm like, this is awesome. You're like, grand, yeah, but how did you do it? Because I want to go and do it on my map. Oh, here we are. I've done a few viaducts, obviously, we do together occasionally. This is the first time doing a full-on retaining wall build in an episode. Normally they are indeed done away because... Oh, what's going on there? Are we missing... Oh, we're missing an underneathy bit. Which is that one. This one. Click on it. I think my mouse is literally just done for now. How's that look? Do we like it? I do. Oh, should we get on? Get on board. This one. We're gonna have a little look. What I also want to do is put the new jet in. The mouse off the screen. We'll get the new jet in. Do you prefer this? Now it doesn't have a platform on the right there. On the left. It'll be on the right in a minute. There we go. Let's see if this is looking a little more Leicester. Straight away I can say yes. Oh, you're lovely. I mean, I wish there was a little more shadow, but you are beautiful. Do we like that? Yeah, that's more like it. I don't know whether they're too high or what. They're probably a little too high. Maybe. I like it. No, I'm all sorts of happy with that. The sun is too bright. That's what it is. It needs to be a miserable day. There we go, and we're heading out. Beautiful. I do like that. Right, what we need to do now is finish it off. We need the wall sections, don't we? Right, I don't think we need to go all the way under there. Because, yeah, we'll appear under... Well, I don't mind that little bit on the road. If you get too close to the curb there, you're done for. Punches galore. Right, now, how do we do the rest of this? Because we've got to really hug the actual road, haven't we? Not the track itself. Do you know, this might be the difficult bit. Yeah, this is going to be the real tricky bit. There is absolutely no way we can put track up on there because we're right underneath it. Yeah, we're right underneath that, aren't we? Yeah, not happening. Ooh, what do you do, Grand? What do you do? We could use these ones underneath and just hide it and then try and do some sort of extra retaining wall-y thing. Maybe. That might work for us. We can send it a little bit higher as long as we don't go through the road itself. Okay, it's going to be like 2 and a bit, isn't it? 2 and 5. Try that. Experiment. Oh, okay. Okay. That's going to hide it, isn't it? I mean, could we go up a little more? 6. I would like to go up a little more. It's a little needless. I'll be honest with you. Oh, but not. There we go. Please don't show through the road. You don't. I mean, yes, it's flashy. I don't care. I don't care because the roads flash anyway. But this looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Providing it doesn't start sticking through the road, I love it. Then what we might be able to do is actually get the wall thing working, which would be amazing. Yep, I'm loving this. It's hiding all the nasty, and it almost makes like a pavement area. That's changing height now, isn't it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Admittedly, I'd prefer if it didn't do that. Oh, but it's not, technically. Or is it? I don't know. Well, it is, isn't it? Oh, come on. That road should have been perfectly straight. I mean, it's just not good looking anyway, is it? What we're doing here. I think I'm taking it to the extreme. Why not, right? How's it looking now? We get... No, you're getting lower still. This bit of the road is just a nightmare. I might go away and do this later. This bit, anyway, because it's just annoying. But, because that is the top of it, sort of thing, I'm thinking I use the concrete texture doesn't flash when you do stuff like this. And possibly up here, we might have enough room. Yeah, we do. We might have enough... Come on. Connect to the top one. No. Connect to the top of the road. Is that it? Did we get... No, you're still going down there. Come on. Connect to this bit. Side of the road. Oh, you're not possible. No, you're not. You're not going to do it, are you? I want it to connect to the road rather than the track itself. No, you won't. Okay. That's a shame. In fact, we might be able to hide all of this here, this flashing, with a little concrete base. What I was thinking about, as long as it works, I don't mind. But if we change the concrete to that one, go with G. I want to bring it further out so it hides more of the flashy. Oh yeah, now it's not flashing at all and it looks like a pavement. There we go. Look, that one's beautiful. Oh, I like it. Yes. Yes. We might be able to get away with it, guys, and do something cool. The road looks a mess anyway, but... Because you can't really see it from down there, but when you're looking around the map, we want it to look not so awful. Right, now this bit. I'm just going to show you the start of this and we'll work on it. So much for going to Loughborough. We're still going to go to Loughborough, I absolutely promise. But we do have, you know, I'm after all that, after getting that in. Right, as I was saying, quick save. I had to, because if that goes wrong, I'll be so sad. Yeah, if we go to it's one of these stations, Station Master. It is kind of a modern building, I think, but we can go for like 1990 brick, you see. I love this texture. I love that. We can make the size, like, look, you can have it still the modern, but with brick. I love that. And what we can do is hide, I'm hoping, everything underneath. So we bring this up, because it's the station building, and we kind of hide everything underneath. It's a shame about the doors, but what we can do is we can have the... Oh, come on. We can have the... Oh dear, this is harder than I was expecting. We can have the brick wally things. No, don't... Ooh, I like the little canopy gonna go over the track, but trying to get this to sit right is gonna be a pain. No, we need it to sit just there, because we want to hide everything underneath. How's that? Yes, we can hide the doors. Yeah, I like that. I like it in that style. We're going to hide the sides as well, and this bit. It's going to be like, where is it? Let's go back to this one. We're going to freehand it a second, so I can give you an idea of how we're going to hide it all. It's going to be these ones. Now, if you use these ones and you go the complete opposite to what we were doing with maximum, you see, you can make some nice little roofs and stuff. And if you go variant, you can make them quite big, and it just hides them. In fact, it hides like all the things, like so. And you can manually bring these down. We're not having any like cars and stuff going under there, so you can do it like this. I will figure out a way to do that isn't terrible. Oh, there we go. Like that, probably. Is that about spot on? That's fiddly. Yeah, I will find out a way to do that. You see, there's plenty of room for people to walk under there, but from the top you won't be able to see much. Now, if you then go into, say, the asset expansion pack of any sort, possibly buildings, right? We could have some town centre buildings. I mean, they're all massive, but what do we have? Like city? You can have some nice buildings like this. And right click. Come on, up you go. We'll just go up like so. I mean, yes, they've got the like feet things at the bottom. We don't care what happens underneath. Ideally, you would want it to work underneath, but it's kind of tempting just to do that, isn't it? And hide it as though you're going into the building. However, would have to make an entrance of some sort. But you could do it like that. You could do something like that. And then you can make an entrance here. Like an entrance building. Like with more station stuff. Let's have a look what we got. This I haven't thought about at all, if you haven't guessed. But you can have like another station building there. Where they walk in. Get it up like so. Yeah, where they walk in like that. Obviously, it looks a bit like it's all plugged together at the moment, but yeah, you can do something like that. There's going to be more going across the top here because there's a building there, and that's probably actually, thinking about it, there's a red brick here. It's probably more like that, old red. There we go. And then you can go bring that up like so. No, it doesn't look fantastic at the moment. You're kind of hovering as well. But you could do it like that. And you see, if you look, it looks like they go somewhere. There are some texture issues, but I think we could cover those up, right? Yes. Anyway, yeah, something like that. So from the road, it looks like that. Or from the track, I should say. It looks more like that. Obviously, you ignore that bit. So that's that. Should we go and put a jet on and finish up the episode? And we'll finish off with a cab ride into there again. Just to see what it looks like. But first, I want to, because it's an actual jet, this is our from America type place. That's what this represents. And we should have, there's our little plane. This one, Cosford to Birmingham International. This is going to be our first jet. These are the bigger ones, you see. I changed them around. These are the bigger ones. So we're going to replace now. And we're going to find one on this route. Vehicles. There's only one, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh, you just left. Well, soon we'll see that flying up above. You're looking dirty anyway. We need to send one to... I don't know whether they would go there, jets, to East Midlands, but I feel like it. Anyway, let's do it. Let's put one on going to East Midlands. Replace now. Wonder where that plane is. Well, you're in the air at least, but where are you in the air? You are absolutely miles away. You've just taken off. Well, we'll get to see jets next week. Shall we hope that there's a train coming in? Please tell me you're going in. Oh, that's beautiful. Nope, you're going away. Never mind. However, there should be a train then a little further back, right? Because we saw one if they're evenly spaced. No, you're not. Well, shucks. No, is this it? That's a long journey though. It's going to take forever to get there. Alright guys, that has been a very different episode. That's been episode 83. One to forget maybe? I don't know. I went for something different. It's not finished. But I'm going to try and not edit it too much to give you an idea of how much work goes into doing something like that. Does it mean I'm not very good? I don't know. Does it mean it's just fiddly? Possibly. We are kind of doing, or I am kind of doing things that you're not really supposed to do. But ignore that. It looks like I've dropped a few houses down. Yep, that's pretty much what I did. However, once it's finished, I think we can achieve the look and get away with a fake entrance there. I mean, they're probably going to walk... I mean, there they go. But they're going to walk on the path. So if we can get the doors on the path, maybe? Maybe we'll have to shove it across a little bit. But yeah, that's an idea. And then we can hide the underground bit because it's not. Now, also, across here, don't know whether we're going to be able to do it. But across there, we might be able to get something. No, that's scary. We might be able to get something going across completely. From here, maybe? I hope so. Ooh, that's going to be tough, isn't it? How high do we need this? Obviously don't want it going up into the sky. That's way too high. No, you just need it like a little bit of height, please. And go across. Ooh, that scared me. I thought it was going to crash. Don't crash, please. Do not crash. Right there. Is that too high? It's probably too high, isn't it? It's not going to have any stuff. There is like a crossing thing. A pedestrian bridge whatever you call them, crosswalk. But we kind of want it right down here, don't we? And to go across. But at the same time... Right, get rid of that. Can we get it to go, like, perfectly across? And not all the way? Go on, go on. Go on. Is that too high? No, that won't be too high, will it? Because we can have the box in there. As long as it's straight. Will that work? No, because you're on the wonk. Look at you. Hopefully I spoke enough and our train's getting close. There it is. Perfect timing. That has been episode 83, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll leave you a little cab ride. I don't know how much editing's going to go in there. There's Leicester ground. I'll leave a vote up for that. Do you want to see Leicester's ground stay in, or should we rip it down and let the town build around there? When we come back next week, I'm not going to make any promises to what we're doing because I have no idea. I'll probably detail some of that, though. Especially the more annoying things, or the frustrating fiddly bits. We'll try and get that done. And then what we'll... No, do you know what? Grand, promise them. Promise them. What we'll do is we'll head off to Loughborough. Guaranteed. No two ways about it. We're going to Loughborough and hopefully we'll get the start of the Great Central Railway. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. We'll get the starts of that done. And we'll have a bit of a heritage line going on there. That has some branch lines. It's going to be a bit of fun. So yeah. Until then, take care.